What's the crack, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Cards Everywhere here, bringing you another weekly league deck profile. So I've been messing around with the going underground cards a bit more, and I've come up with this deck. I've seen decks similar to this using the paleontology card for the higher cost going underground cards, but I prefer to go with the bit of a cheaper version. So I'll give you a quick rundown and we'll jump into a game. So first up, we have Pika. On the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose 7 power permanently, and this card gains 35 power permanently. Next we have Angora Rabbit. On the draw, your going underground cards in hand cost -1 energy until played, and on the play, if played next to Pika, your cards adjacent to this gain 27 power this turn. Next we have Striped Skunk. At the start of a turn, all cards in both players' hand lose 5 power until played, and on the play, your opponent's cards in hand lose 20 power this turn. Next we have Dwarf Hot Hut. On the play, if played between 2 life on land cards, your life on land cards in hand gain 24 power until played. Next you have Siberian Weasel. On the play, if played next to any going underground card, your cards adjacent to this gain 26 power this turn. Then we have Cape Ground Squirrel. On the draw, an opponent's random card in hand loses 20 power this turn, and your cards in hand gain 12 power this turn. Next we have Common Degu. On the draw, for every going underground card in your hand, this card gains 20 power permanently. So this is a big hitter later in the game. Next we have Black-tailed Jackrabbit. On the play, if you're losing the round, this card gains 100 power this turn, and if you're winning the round, your opponent loses 8 power permanently. Next we have Roborovsky Dwarf Hamster. On the draw, your going underground cards in hand gain 15 power until played. On the play, your going underground cards in hand gain 25 power for 2 turns, and then on the return, this card costs -3 energy until played. Then we have European Badger. On the draw, if you are losing the round, this card loses 40 power this round, and if you're winning the round, this card gains 60 power this round. Next is Giant River Otter. On the draw, your going underground cards in hand gain 28 power this turn. Then we have Common Vole. On the return, if you have played 2 or more going underground cards this game, 2 of your remaining going underground cards in hand gain 25 power until played. Then we have Cactus Mouse. On the play, if you're losing the round, your going underground cards, wherever they are, gain 25 power for 3 turns. Next is Golden Hamster. On the play, if played between 2 going underground cards, your going underground cards, wherever they are, gain 24 power for 4 turns. Next up, 13-lined Ground Squirrel. On the play, 13 of your going underground cards, wherever they are, gain 13 power until played, and your going underground cards in hand gain 13 power until played. Next up we have the Ultra Fusion Stampede. On the play, your life on land cards, wherever they are, gain 25 power, and you lose 2 energy this round. Second to last, we have Atomic Theory. On the play, if this is the only science card in your deck, your life on land cards, wherever they are, gain 20 power until played. And finally, we have the Magician. On the play, if you're winning the round, your life on land cards, wherever they are, gain 18 power for 3 turns. And if you're losing the round, your going underground, deep ocean, and monsters of the deep cards, wherever they are, gain 32 power for 2 turns. So that is the deck, guys. I've been having quite a bit of fun with it, and mostly having success. So here we go, we found a real opponent, so this will be a good showcase of the deck. I think we only have 1 more game to win before we get into the rank 1, so let's see if we can do it here. So we'll say hello to the opponent. So we get the Common Dago around with the Dwarf Hamster and the Cape Ground Squirrel for a 306 start. We'll say hello. So we are up against the Right Stuff and maybe a Weapons of Choice deck. I don't think I've seen this yet this week. This will be interesting. So I think I'll go with the Stampede, the 13-line Squirrel, and the Angora Rabbit for a 255, and hopefully we fall behind here. And then we can take advantage of the Cactus Mouse, and we don't lose out too much from the Stampede. We should still have enough energy to play our hand. So there is the Pika. I'll line that up next to the Angora Rabbit. We go with the Cactus Mouse. And I suppose we'll try to win the game, so we'll go with the Striped Conch as well for a 326. That is enough to win the first round. So here we go into round 2. I did miss out on our Badger here, so I will try and get that around in the last slot here for next time. We get the Atomic Theory out. And I suppose we'll play the Common Vole for a 230. So we are losing, so we can use our Jack-tailed Rabbit next turn. And we get the nice boost to our Rabbit and our Weasel. So I think we'll go with the Rabbit, the go with the River Otter and the Rabbit there for a 508 plus the boost for 580. That is enough to catch up. And hopefully we can finish out the round here. So we get the Common Dago around, and we'll see if the Magician is enough. So a 481 plus the boosts for 533 in all. That is enough to finish out round 2 here. And we have our hamster coming up for next round. And it should be a nice little boost again. So I think I'll play the 13-line Ground Squirrel with the Cape Ground Squirrel for a 438 start with the Stampede. We should be getting our Angora Rabbit around here. So it looks like we are maintaining our lead. We do lose out on a bit of energy this round, but the Stampede will, or the Angora Rabbit will make up for the Stampede. So we go Pika, Angora Rabbit, and the Dwarf Hamster for a 494 plus the boost for a 548 in all. And we'll see if the Golden Hamster is enough to finish out the game. Since we are winning the round, the European Badger will get the nice big boost. So we'll go with the Striped Skunk, the Golden Hamster, and the European Badger, and see if that's enough to finish out. So a 438. And a very good game from the opponent. Certainly an interesting deck. So I think I'll leave it here, folks. I hope you did enjoy. A nice different take on the hamsters. And can still keep up with the higher version. And is a little bit more consistent in my eyes. So if you did enjoy, don't forget to leave a like and a comment. Let me know what you think of the deck. and I will catch you next time. Cards everywhere, out.